Coming previously from a male-dominated kind of bravado profession in the army, I was kind of looked at quite funny when I said I wanted to do social work when I left. But I think what helped me was that I had a colleague that a few years before, he went into it and he enjoyed it, and we kept on communicating, and he told me that it's a brilliant profession, there's lots of opportunity, and it's definitely a place for a lot of opportunity and scope for men. So I think over time society will start to accept that men have a role to play, because we can contribute a different perspective. When I was 14, I've had encounters with social work when I was a child, and for me it was a replacement mother at that time, and that was important to me because although she was not a kind of glamour and glitz kind of person, she brought that little, at that age in my life, the most important, most vital thing, and that was attention, giving me that little bit of attention and letting me draw and explain to her what I drew, and just talking to me. And that was social work when I was 14 years old. I can't imagine what I would have been like if I didn't have that encounter with social work at that stage of my life. It was very important to me as a child. With a social work degree, you could possibly go into business, private social enterprise, working for government agencies or private agencies, working in care industry. So there's a lot of opportunity available. There are particular things that interest me, especially adoption and fostering. Other fields that I'm interested in is mental health and prison services. And over time progresses, you're nurtured into a role where you can manage again, because the ultimate goal for social work is to gain enough knowledge, and with this progression, this natural progression in your career, comes increased salaries, incentives, traveling, possibly other skills or expansions, other courses you can do. You can go on to your masters, you can do your PhD, you can specialize in anything specific, and with that is the financial incentives as well. I think the thing that stood out for me when I joined is a lot of our lecturers said that the financial aspect shouldn't be the central motivation because of the type of profession social work is. But it is there, and it's always kept in mind, because I'm a family man and I like my family to be comfortable, and I like certain things like everyone else. There's also different roles that social workers can do. They can do AMP, which is an approved mental health practitioner, which is another additional year course you can do after you've qualified, and this will give you a different role where you work with mental health, incarcerations and treatment, and with that as well as big financial incentives. And these are kind of options that's available to you. There's always a lot of options available.
Go ahead and do it.
You don't want to be normal.
Just turn up to the interviews and see what it's like. At least try something out first before you
more or less, maybe I rebelled against that.
I think everyone should have that equal chance, that equal start, and I used to think that